What if I told you that you could be making $10,000 extra per month in just a few weeks? This is what I'm teaching inside of Arlan's All Access. And I decided today I am just going to tell you exactly how to do it. I've been telling you in my videos the different steps along the way, but honestly, people pay me $100 a month or $600 a year right now to be inside of Arlen's All Access. Other people pay me $5,000 to $25,000 a year to be in my inner circle where I work one-on-one with them. And then I have some corporate clients who work with me year round and pay me more than $100,000 a year to work with them. And I tell all of them this thing. This is the unlock. This is the key. Please get out a piece of paper and a pen and write this down and then execute on it. I'm telling you the secrets out loud. There are 5 steps that you're going to take, and you're going to try this method and start as soon as you can because you need to fail at it a little bit. You need to experiment. You need to learn from those lessons as quickly as possible. The name of the game is speed, and the name of the game is momentum. Step 1, you are going to start a free membership. You're going to start a free community for your audience. This community is going to have a lot of value for the people who are in it, and you're going to work on it a little bit every single day. It may take you 3, 4, 5 hours to start it, to put some content in it and get it ready. And then you're going to spend at least 30 minutes per day, every day for the next 90 days, working on it a little bit at a time. You can do this with a 9-to-5. You can do this with your own company. You can do this. You'll use the platform that I use. It's called School. You'll use that platform because it's the easiest one to use, has the best user interface, and people are flocking to it. So you'll also have some audience that can find you organically, but that's not where you're going to get the most of your traffic. That comes later. That comes later in step 2. But hear me when I say you are going to pack value into this membership. It doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of stuff in it, a lot of content, so much that people get overwhelmed. It means that you're going to have a clear and concise transformation that you are able to make happen. I'll give you an example. I have my List Builder Pro, which is a low ticket membership where you go from 0 to 1,000 emails in 90 days. That is a clear, concise offer to people. I also have my free membership, the Ultimate Event Blueprint, where you go from not knowing how to put on events to putting on at least one event in the next 90 days. With our challenges and with my $1,500 course that you get for free inside of the free membership. These are 2 great examples of how you can take something that you enjoy working on and that other people need and turn it into a free membership. You'll use this to engage people and showcase your expertise. You will build trust by building this community. Step 2, you're going to drive traffic to this free community using YouTube or another platform. YouTube is my favorite platform to use right now because you can reach so many people and they can get to know you in a deep and meaningful way in just a matter of hours. There have been so many people over the past few weeks who have told me online and in person that they found me on YouTube. They didn't find me through my books. They didn't find me through all of the investments I've made or the money that I've raised or earned. They found me from a video on YouTube, just like the one you're watching now. And I didn't have anything super special when I started YouTube. I just put in the work day after day after day. And I told you in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is what you do. You post as often as you can, and you get better and better and better every single video. You get right to the point. You have great thumbnails because nobody's going to recognize you if you don't have a great thumbnail to let them know what the video is about. You're going to talk about things that people care about that helps other people, not just what you want to hear yourself talk about. And you're going to plan out your content. You're going to use ChatGPT and your own mind to decide, what am I going to film? What am I going to release? and when am I going to do it? You're not going to use the excuse that you don't have enough money to do that. You're not going to talk about you don't have an editor. You're either going to learn how to edit yourself, or you're going to film directly to camera and try to have as few mishaps as possible. I once released a video just a few weeks ago where it was a completely wrong video. I published a video that was not edited, and I had all kinds of laughs and gaffes and things that were messed up. The topic of the video was very helpful. So not one person commented that there was anything wrong. I found out 4 hours later when I was looking at the video again. People don't care so much about your gaffes as they do about the information and the value you are providing for them. Have incredible value based on a topic that you love, that you care about, and that other people care about. Help them with a problem, become a problem solver, and you will be able to attract people on YouTube. You can also do this on LinkedIn instead, on Instagram instead, on X, on multiple platforms. I highly recommend YouTube. You don't even have to show your face if you don't want to, and I teach you all about that in my videos. Make sure you optimize these videos with the right titles, the right keywords, the right thumbnails, the right hook. Do your research. I teach you all about this on my channel, so you can go through my channel, go through my videos, and learn step by step how to do this. There are no more excuses. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe right now so you don't miss a video. Step number 3, you're going to onboard new members with an upsell path. Once new members go to your free membership, you're going to give them an individualized upsell path by onboarding them. You're going to call this an onboarding call, or a brainstorming call, or a sales call, or a let me review your ... call. If they're a business, you're going to review their website for them. You're going to help them. Depending on what your membership is about, that is what you're going to have a conversation with them about. Offer this call as a free gift as part of the free membership. It can be 30 minutes or 60 minutes. You can do the call, or you can have someone help you do the call. When you're just starting out, do the call yourself so you can learn how to do this. You're going to set up these calls, and you're going to have calls all week long. And this is how you're going to start. Remember, we're taking 90 days to put ourselves in a position where we can make $10,000 per month for the rest of our lives if we want to. If nothing else, the simplest way you can do this is an onboarding call where you personally guide them through the membership. Take them on a tour by sharing your screen, telling them about the membership, and asking them questions about themselves. During this call is when you're going to highlight and showcase some of the other options you have if you think the person could use your help elsewhere. So you're going to make sure you have another offer. You may already have another offer: coaching, courses, a product. You may have this. You may have a do-it-for-you service, or you may need to create one. The simplest one you can create so that we can get started right away is a high-ticket one-on-one coaching package. This means you talk to someone for an hour, or you talk to them in 3 sessions or 5 sessions, and you charge them at least $1,000. If you don't think you can charge $1,000 with conviction, charge them $300, charge them $500. But the key to this is every time you make a sale, go up in price just a little bit, and keep going up in price until you find that sweet spot where people are buying on a regular basis and it feels like they're getting a lot of value out of it, and something that you feel good about charging. You'll never know unless you try. Let me say that again. If you're not used to charging people this amount of money, you will never know if someone would have paid it unless you try. You have to let go of that fear, of that shame, of that concern, and you have to give it a try, because that could be what is standing between you and an extra $10,000 per month so that you can make all the decisions you want in your life. After you've spoken with the person on this onboarding call and they've told you some of their issues, some of the things that they question, you can say, actually, I have an offer. I do coaching. If you were interested in that, can I tell you about that? Or is that something that you're not interested in? If they say, yeah, tell me about it, then you tell them the transformation. Tell them what they get out of it, not necessarily the step-by-step process or the features. You're going to say something that is transformational. I help you go from X to Y in this amount of time. We have 3 coaching sessions where you go from being unorganized and not knowing what you want to do with the rest of your life to knowing a pathway forward. And I leave you with a blueprint that you can actually print out if you want to. This is an example of something you could offer to someone. And if you're getting the right people who are aligned with you and who would find value from this, then you are going to get some conversions. You may get 1 out of 10 people that you talk to for an hour or 30 minutes each. But if you're able to build this muscle, the math will start mathing. If you feel like you cannot start charging people right away, even with the free membership and all the value you're giving there, here is a quick hack for you. Offer this service or product to someone for free in exchange for them giving you a testimonial. Do this 1 to 3 times in a short amount of time. Get someone some quick wins and prove that you can do what you're saying you can do. That'll prove it to yourself, and it'll give you a testimonial or 3 that you can put on a website or in a YouTube video or on social. Then you have points on board. Then you have solved the problem of, I've never done this before, so I don't know if people will pay for it. If you can do it for someone for free to get an example and a case study, then you can start charging for it. And remember, we're not doing the excuse game in this video. There are no excuses remaining because so many people come to me and they tell me they want to make 6 and 7 figures every single year, but they are not willing to get started because they're afraid of something. I understand fear. I've been there and sometimes I'm still there, but you have to fight through that fear to make extraordinary things happen in your life. There are so many stories of people who thought they couldn't do something. They thought they would always work at a warehouse or always work in retail or always have a 9 to 5. And they have broken through, either through starting their own business as a startup, a tech company, or through consulting, through coaching, through memberships, through courses. There are people out there who have done this. So why can't you? In the comments, write, why can't I? And if you think you can, say, I can. Step 4, you're going to get better and better at clarifying what your offer is. When you first get started and you jump on these calls, it's going to be exciting and you're going to get some things wrong. That's okay. Get those things wrong so that you can make it better and better each time. So you'll get better figuring out your pricing because you're going to experiment. Always go up, don't go down. Go up in price. Start lower, go up, or start high and go higher. You're also going to think about a goal. Is your goal $10,000 in 90 days, like we're talking about here? How many of these coaching packages or whatever your offer is, do you need to offer for what amount in order to get those $10,000? Do you need to sell 10 of them in 90 days at $1,000 each? Do you need to sell 20 at 500, 1 at 10,000, 2 at 5,000? This is what you're going to figure out on paper, and then you're going to walk towards this goal. My suggestion, try to sell 10 to 20 of these at $500 to $1,000. And they can be 1 to 3 coaching calls where you're working one-on-one with someone and helping them have a transformation. This will create so much goodwill for you that will last so long because you can use these testimonials and these examples and the reps you're putting in for years. And there's nothing better than the fulfillment of helping someone achieve a goal by helping them through it step by step. Another thing to remember is that it's not always about how many of things you did or how long you worked with someone. If you can get the same result for someone in a day as you can in a year, it's always going to be better to try to sell them the day. It helps you on the back end because it's not as much work, and it helps them because they get the transformation faster and therefore get closer to their goals faster. Step 5 is you're going to nurture those leads that either didn't show up or you talk to them and they're on the fence. This is a part that most people skip and they're leaving money on the table. They figure that if they have a conversation with someone, it's a good conversation, but the person never buys, then they must not want to buy. But there are so many reasons people don't buy that same day. Now, your goal is to have them purchase while you're on the call. That's when you know things are going really well. But if they don't purchase and they don't purchase the next day, and then the next day, you can follow up with them with an email and say, hey, how's it going? Did you learn anything on our call? Is there anything I can help you with? What's that follow-up? Take 30 minutes a week, 60 minutes a week to just focus on the follow-up. Yes, it's work. Yes, it's extra work. Yes, we are running out of time, but this is something you have to do if you want to experiment and try and go for it. You have to make that decision for yourself. Are you going for it, or are you creating excuses? Keep adding value in that free membership. That is going to be your golden goose. You're going to continue to have one platform where you send traffic from, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. One platform that's your main one. You're sending traffic from it because you have content that is relatable and relevant. You're sending people into the free membership. They're getting value out of the free membership, and then you're getting them on some sort of call. It can be an onboarding call. It can be a call that they get on weeks later after they sign up, and it's based on something else within the membership. Maybe they go through a course, and at the end of the course, they go through this onboarding, or they go through this brainstorming, or this ... whatever you want to name it, a catalyst call. There's so many names you can call this. And every once in a while, you're creating new content to post and making sure that that content is being seen by more and more people. Now, as I said at the beginning, this is a hack I want you to try. I want you to try to post as much as humanly possible. When I started posting 6 to 7 times per week, that's when things exploded for me on YouTube. As long as the content is valuable, it's very important that it is valuable and not just fluff. You're not just trying to get any old video out. It has to make sense for people to want to watch that content. They will understand if it's fluff from the first second you speak. This is what you do. Let's recap. Step 1, you're going to create a free membership that has a lot of value and is something that is in your lane. Step 2, you're going to drive traffic from YouTube to get more people into that free membership and give them that gift every day. Step 3, you're going to onboard people in a call and have an upsell path for them, a way that you can upsell to them. Step 4, you're going to optimize your upsell and your offer. Step 5, you're going to follow up and continue to nurture the sequence. You're going to focus on this for 90 days with the goal of making an extra $10,000. And then every month, you're going to make that your goal as well. Remember, don't offer something that you are not capable of executing on. Don't work on something that you don't know how to do. And if you need to get points on board, do it for free to start.